Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again that time, a time for a new season of Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. Today we've got the launch of Season 5, and at the beginning of every single season, what I like to do is dive into the microtransactions, have a look at the entire battle pass, see what you get at all of the different tiers, and discuss whether or not it is worth your time and money to go through unlocking this bad boy. Now, of course, we're also going to look at the other microtransactions in the shop as well and discuss whether or not those are worth it. But first, without further ado, let's dive in and have a look at everything inside the Season 5 battle pass. Right away, once you hop into the game, you're going to notice the new background, but of course, what we are talking about is the battle pass. And what I will say right away, just like I did last season, if you press X too many times, it automatically purchases the battle pass with the extra 20 tiers. Now, it only does this if you have enough COD points already on your account, so just be careful. I don't like purchasing the extra tiers, but I did it by accident, so here we are. I did the same thing last season, so just be careful. Clearly, I didn't learn my lesson. Now, as far as what is inside the battle pass, first off, we have our new operator, Kitsune. And as far as Kitsune goes, you get it right away as soon as you purchase the battle pass with a bonus skin, as you are seeing here, called the Kyubi, probably saying that wrong, as well as a skin for Garcia as well. On top of this, you also get a watch and your XP reward. So this gives you 10% bonus XP through the entire season. If you're planning on playing a lot, this is actually makes it kind of worthwhile. After this, we have the Red Dragon sticker, nothing special there, calling card, double weapon XP, weapon charm, and then our first blueprint. This one is called the Great Emperor. It is for the FFAR. It actually looks pretty good, so pretty good start. And you're going to notice the theme for this battle pass kind of goes with the Japanese vibe that will go along with Kitsune as the new operator. We have 100 COD points, so as for every season, there is 1,300 COD points in the battle pass. If you just buy the battle pass like I wanted to and didn't do because I pressed X too many times, but if you just buy the battle pass, you actually gain 300 COD points by the end of the season if you complete the entire thing. After this, we have our first vehicle. One thing that's interesting about this vehicle is that now that the bike is also in Warzone, it doesn't give you a Warzone separate vehicle. This can work in Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. After this, the emblem, and then we get the Frank Wood skin called Payback. As always, I always like the Frank Wood skins, and this is kind of actually what you see in the Season 5 cutscene. Moving forward, we have some more COD points, more weapon XP, and then we have our first new weapon. This one is the EM2 assault rifle. It is a full auto assault rifle, well-rounded British rifle with good firing control, built-in low zoom optic, improves accuracy, slower fire rate, but reliable range. So in other words, slower fire rate, low recoil, pretty straightforward, also has a built-in scope. This one will be very interesting in Warzone. After this, we have the Chef's Kiss hand gesture, which is awesome, some COD points, and then we have our next weapon, which is the Tea Time. Once again, kind of going with that Japanese theme for the Magnum, looks pretty cool. Then we have our first finishing move. Pretty straightforward, using their own gun to kill them. And then we have the Visionary skin. So this one is for Hunter, and as far as this goes, it actually looks a lot like the other operator that we see in the cutscene, but we'll get more to that later on in the season. After this, we have our first free weapon. This is called the Battle Bronze. Pretty straightforward here, basically just kind of like a tiger camo on it. Then we have 45 minutes of double XP, and then our next free weapon, which is the Blue Steed. Obviously for the shotgun, I actually do like that camo. Some double weapon XP, and then some vehicles. So for Black Ops, we have the boat, and for Warzone, you have the Jeep. The next weapon we have is called the Toad Nugget. This is at tier 27. Pretty straightforward. It kind of has a toad skin on it, and then says Nugget on the side. Makes sense. After this, a free reticle, more XP, and then the tracker skin for Beck. Nothing too fancy about this skin. Then we have our next new weapon. This is the Tech 9, and as far as this goes, it's a semi-auto SMG, which is very weird for SMGs, almost never happens in Call of Duty. It's improved accuracy with minimal recoil, high damage output with moderate range. So because it's a semi-auto weapon, it's going to have a slower rate of fire, but because of that, it deals higher damage and has good range for an SMG. Very curious to see how this one will actually be. Time will tell. It's one of the stranger weapons that we've got in game. Some more COD points, a free watch which displays your level, and then our next weapon, which I really like, is called the Prompt Input. It's for the LMG here. Really like the colors on this one. The next free item that we have is the Knuckle Crack. Again, killing it with the gestures. I actually like what they do with these. Then we have the Flash Tattoo, again going with that Japanese theme for the QBZ here. Really like that skin as well. We then have our tank skin here, which the tank is now an outbreak if you play zombies. And then we also have a very normal looking truck. I don't see too much different compared to the normal truck. The operator skin for Stone is called the Strike Team. Pretty cool looking one with the mask. Actually looks very similar to his normal skin, just kind of a different coloring. Our next weapon that we have here is the Silent Reel. I really like this one. This is probably one of my favorite skins that's in this battle pass. So far, doing a very good job with the weapon skins, little bit lackluster on the character skins. After this, we have a free emblem called No Mercy, and then our next weapon is called the Typewriter. Pretty straightforward on this one, just kind of a white and red skin there. Some more double weapon XP, some more free COD points. So even if you don't buy the battle pass, you can get some free COD points. And then we have the scuba diver skin for Baker. And as far as this one goes, it almost gives me some Ghost vibes from Modern Warfare 2 with the scuba diver skin. The next one, a relatively boring weapon. We have the Death Touch. Basically just a blacked out weapon, pretty straightforward. Then we have some cherry weapon charms. And then our next weapon is called the Red Torpedo. As far as this one goes, it kind of looks like a torpedo, I guess you could say. Half painted red, half painted white with a star on the side. Some more COD points, more double weapon XP. And then here we go with another good skin. This one is called the Tropic Punch. This one I believe is for the Tech 9. And as far as this one goes, really great looking skin on it. One thing that I kind of get down on whenever we get these skins in the battle pass is I wish we could have them on all of the weapons because it looks so good on this one. I wish we could have it on all of them, but it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. The next operator skin is for Powers called Jurassic. Not much to say there. A free reticle, a watch, double XP, free calling card, and then our next weapon is the Silent Roar. This one goes with the white and gold theme, which I know a lot of people like. Not really my cup of tea, but I do know a lot of people do like this one. Then we have some more COD points, a free emblem, some double weapon XP. Then our next character skin is the Observer for Song. As you can see, kind of just wearing a jacket in this one. The next weapon is the Lowrider. Again, really liking the skin on this one, kind of going with a chrome green. Then we have our World at War mixtape. I really love the World at War music, so it's cool that they're adding this in. It's not often that they go that far back with things like this, so it's good to see. Some double weapon XPs, COD points, and then our next weapon is called the Noble Knight. I have to say, this one actually looks better in-game than it does in the menu. They kind of went with this chrome blue and gold theme. Looks really good. You're gonna have to trust me, in-game it looks even better. After this, a free calling card, more double weapon XP, and then our next operator skin is for Vargas. It is the Scout skin, kind of wearing a bucket hat with his face covered. The next free weapon is the Maple Leaf. This one is for a pistol. As you can see, kind of has a wood handle with a gold skin on it. Looks pretty cool. Some COD points. Our next weapon charm is called the Power Cell. Then the next weapon is the Death's Angel. As far as this skin goes, it reminds me of paint jobs on weapons back in Black Ops 3. People would make crazy things like this, and now we're seeing it on the weapons here. Wish paint jobs were still around. That's one thing we used to do back on the channel, but it's been a while. After this, we have a melee weapon. This one is called the Pincer Spike. As far as this goes, it's just basically a normal knife that looks a little bit different. Then we have the Falcon operator skin. This one is for Wolf. I really like this one, kind of the fighter jet in the background. Really cool skin. The next thing we have is the 80s Hits 3. This one's free, so even if you don't buy the battle pass, you get it. And then we have our reactive skin. This is at tier 95. I have to say, this is one of the coolest looking skins. On top of that, it is for the new assault rifle. Really dope. Definitely looking forward to using this one. Then going forward, the next big things that we have are at tier 100. So then we have our reactive skin for Kitsune. Pretty cool looking. Followed up by the microchip skin for the Tech 9. Again, I really like what they did with the weapon skins here. Kind of similar to what we saw with Season 4, actually. After this, a couple new vehicles. So first off, in Black Ops Cold War, you have this one, followed up by the Carbon MV Rover within Warzone. And again, that one's kind of lackluster. And then finally, the Season 5 emblem for completing the season. As far as this battle pass goes, the coolest thing you have for operators is probably all of the Kitsune skins. I think they did a very, very, very good job with the blueprints. I think that's the kind of the top tier things that you're going to see this season within the battle pass. All in all, like I say, every single season, if you're going to buy the battle pass, just buy the base battle pass if you play the game a lot. It costs 1,000 COD points, and then essentially by completing the battle pass, you get 300 COD points. If you want the extra tiers, if you want some weapons unlocked right away, that's when you'd go and spend the extra money. But like I said, and like I say every single season, I don't recommend it. As far as the store items here, there's really not much for me to go over. However, they did introduce the new melee weapon, which is the cane. And as far as this one goes, you get the Lost Lion cane, which does look pretty cool. You also have the Investigator skin for Park. Park looking real fly as always, and a finishing move as well, which doesn't use the cane, which is kind of confusing to me. So as far as Season 5 goes with the Battle Pass, essentially what the best things you are going to be getting are are the weapon blueprints. Everything else, like the character skins and like that, is secondary and aren't quite as cool, at least in my opinion, but you can let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking of Season 5 so far. We're going to have a video later today going over everything that has changed within Warzone, so stay tuned for that. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let me know what you're thinking down in the comments. Hit that notification icon. It'll let you know whenever I upload a video, and if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. But as always, thank you so much for watching the video, and until next time, peace out.
We are